there, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com. Today's tutorial is one of my Advent projects, and these are some cute little gift bags with a little snowball chocolate inside, perfect for Advent. So I'm going to show you how I made them today. Today I'm using two stamp sets. One is the Perpetual Birthday calendar, and my sentiment comes from the Thoughtful Banners. I'm using real red ink and some vellum. So let's get started on that. So my vellum measures 8 1/4 by 4 3/4, which is 21 by 12 centimetres. And we are going to score it on the long side at 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches and 8 inches. And then we are going to part score it at 3 inches down to about here, and which is about 1.5 inches, and at 7 inches down to there as well, about 1.5 inches down. And then that in centimetres is 5, 10, 15 and 20, and it is 15 and 35 centimetres there. Was that 35? No, that's 17.5. So let's start again with that. That's 12.5, the part score, and 17.5. And then we turn it to the short side, and we're going to score it at 2 inches, which is 5 centimetres. So 2 inches, 5 centimetres. So that's our scoring done. So now we're going to do a bit of gold heat embossing. So I've prepped my little snowflakes on my block, and I'm just going to wipe my embossing buddy over. So we've scored it first so that we can see where we need to do our heat embossing, because obviously it's a bit pointless doing it along the underneath. So you just move all the way along. Let's turn that round. And then on the first and the third one, I want my heat embossing to just go up a bit higher, because that will be the front. And now we're going to get our gold powder. Looks pretty good. Oh, I think there's just a bit there that's missed. That's good. And now there's just going to be a bit of noise while we do our heat setting. now we're going to get our scissors and do a bit of trimming. Or shall we do a bit of folding? Let's fold it first. So this skinny bit on the end here, we fold that over. You need to be just gentle with it when you're going over your gold embossing so that you don't damage it. And then these part scores we want to fold the other way, as they're going to go inwards. And now we're going to cut up our box in the normal way that you would. So we're going to get rid of that little skinny bit on the end here. And then I'm going to cut up and wedge in on all four. So I think the best thing to do is to just wedge them out, really. That works well. Incredibly strong, this vellum. You wouldn't think it would be, but it's incredibly strong. And then just trim that end bit in a wedge as well. And then we're going to get rid of those bits. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my corner rounder, I think, and see if I can make these a bit more rounded. No, that's not working, so we'll forget that idea and carry on. Now for this project I think it's best to use the double-sided sticky tape because you want it to be stuck down good and tight. So along this edge especially you should use this, something good and strong. And then with my fluky tool, just lift that up. And then you'll line that up with the end, like that. And that goes to the back, so you really won't see that. And then fold these inwards. Seems to hold itself in place, isn't it? And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use my fast fuse, something that's good and sticky. Stick that down. And the same on this side. I'm putting it on all three sides today. And you'll find that your last flap goes towards the back. Oops, getting all stuck to the table. And that folds down nice and neatly at the bottom. And then you pinch in those sides, like that. And then we're going to get our little snowball chocolate. So that's our little snowball chocolate. And I've got here for the top is a piece of real red cardstock, and that is cut at 2 by 2 inches, which is 5 by 5 centimetres, and I've scored it at 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres and just rounded the corners off with my corner rounder punch. And then we fold that in half and burnish that. And then we want fast fuse just on half of it. And then you put the side without the glue to the front so that you can get that lined up across the top. And then fold that down, and that will have stuck to the back. And that's your closure. And I've got one of the bow paperclip embellishments, and I've put that on to hold that together, and it looks cute. And now that leaves our sentiment. So let's get some card, and I've prepped on my block from the Thoughtful Banners stamp set the word sweet. So using my real red ink, out. And then I'm using my 3/4 of an inch punch to punch that out. And then I've got my 1 inch punch to punch out some gold foil paper. When I can get it to come out, that is. There we are. And then a bit of snail to just stick that down onto that gold. And then I've got these Regal's Enamels shapes, and I'm going to use the red one. I'm going to get one of my little hearts. Ooh, it's disappeared. To just put on the top there. Looks cute. And then we're going to stick that on with a dimensional on the back. Stick that onto the front, like that. And that is our little box finished. Right. So I hope you'll have a go at making one of those. And that's my 3 today. I think they're quirky, nice for Advent. You could put some ribbon in if you wanted to, hang them off the Christmas tree, or have them as little table gifts for Advent, whichever you would like. So I hope you like my project today. I think they're rather sweet. And until the next time, it's bye from me. Bye!